Good morning, AXA financial advisors. The purpose of this video is to illustrate how we can use the financial needs analysis tool using the AXA Dream Book. I have a client today named Angelo Gores. He was referred to me by another client. I gave him a call by telephone and asked him to meet me for a free financial planning service. Angelo is 32 years old and is a power single working as a top marketing executive in Makati. This video will demonstrate how we can execute the financial needs analysis in 30 minutes or less. Good morning, Mr. Gores. My name is Maria Florentino and I'm a financial advisor of AXA Philippines. Here is my business card. Thank you for accepting my invitation to meet with you today. How would you like me to address you?
I guess you could call me Angelo.
Angelo, right. I'm very thankful that Patrick asked me to give you a call as he thought that I may be of service to you, but of course I wouldn't know how I could be of any help. That's why I insisted on this appointment. I bet from the time I called you, you're probably thinking that I'm going to sell you something, right? But what I'm going to do is to tell you why people continually avail of our services. And if at the end of this meeting, you feel that you have no need for it, just let me know and I won't bother you again. Fair enough? I will be sharing with you simple concepts on financial planning that will help you identify your topmost financial priorities. In order for us to have a meaningful discussion, I will be asking you a few questions that you might find somewhat personal. I assure you, any information that you provide will be treated with utmost confidentiality. Lastly, if you find this beneficial, I'm sure you would be happy to recommend me to your family and close friends. So don't keep me a secret, okay? Shall we proceed? So Angelo, everyone has dreams in life. We dream of a better life for ourselves and for our family, and we hope that these dreams become a reality. Am I right, Angelo?
Yes.
So may I ask, when was the last time your dreams came true?
Well, I guess the last time my dreams came true was when I got that promotion from work and when I was able to buy myself a condo.
Oh wow, congratulations! Right now, what are your biggest dreams? Here, we want to know more about our client's life, what motivates them, and most importantly, their needs.
Currently, my biggest dreams, I just want to be able to put up my own business just because I want to be able to use that so that I could retire early.
I see. Well, in AXA, we strive to make our clients' dreams into reality. Let me introduce you to our company. AXA is a global leader in financial protection based in Paris, France. It is recognized as the #1 insurance brand by Interbrand, the world's leading brand consultancy firm, for 8 consecutive years, and it has been making its presence known in 64 countries worldwide across Europe, North America, and Asia Pacific. Currently, we have 103 million customers worldwide and 166,000 AXA employees and exclusive distributors. In the country, AXA has partnered with Metro Bank, the second largest bank, and recognized as the strongest bank by the Asian Banker. AXA Philippines ranks among the top life insurance companies. We help individuals and businesses with their life protection, education, investment, and retirement needs, offering financial protection to over 800,000 individuals through our group and individual life insurance products. As you know, Angelo, we go through different stages in our lives, from being single to being married to having children and sending them to school, from retirement and sustaining ourselves through old age. In each stage, we have different financial needs and priorities. Single individuals would desire for the luxuries in life, like the latest gadgets or to travel, while married individuals would desire more for comfort and security. They would save up for a car, a house, or savings for emergencies. Priorities further change when there are dependents in the family. The focus would be to provide for the kids. Therefore, the desire of the parents is to be able to put their kids into good schools. When the kids are all grown up and the parents are about to retire, parents desire more for a comfortable life, being able to do the things they now have the time for. So Angelo, which life stage are you in right now?
Well, currently I'm single.
Earlier, you've mentioned that your biggest dream is to put up a business and to retire early. Can you tell me more about that?
Well, it's always been a dream of mine to have my own business. And of course, I want to be able to retire early so that I have more time to spend with my loved ones.
Well, I agree with you, Angelo. That dream is actually a typical dream of someone in your life stage. That is why, as your financial advisor, I help people like you identify their financial priorities, then create an individually designed solution to address their needs. I also help them improve their net worth and protect them from any form of risk. I also help my clients integrate an overall plan to manage their money, minimize their expenses, and maximize their cash flow. That is why, as a financial advisor, I help my clients get closer to their dreams. To achieve this, allow me to help you determine your life stage priorities, redefine the importance of insurance in your life, examine the type of financial protection you need, assist you with your financial needs progress yearly, make your vision a reality, and of course, start your journey to financial security now. How does this sound, Angelo?
Sounds great.
Together, we can fail-proof your future and achieve your dreams simply by knowing what you want, knowing what you have, then we must bridge the gap between what you want and what you have, and budget and manage your expenses. Through AXA's global expertise and strength and your commitment, together we can create a plan to help you achieve a financially secure future. So what is it that we really have to plan for? We are in the business of savings to prepare for the expected events and protection to address the unexpected events. The business is all about building wealth and sustaining life. We build wealth when we save up for the education of our children and our retirement. However, Angelo, most dreams fail due to lack of discipline because we only save after we spend. But the correct attitude should be, we should save first and then spend what is left. Regularly saving a fixed amount will help you prepare for education and your retirement. So Angelo, allow me to show you how important it is to plan for these. According to Jeanette Tucker, education is valuable throughout your life, and the achievements you make today can determine the salaries you earn over a lifetime. And according to Robert Orben, retirement does not change our lives that much. The biggest difference is that all those things you never had the time to do now become all those things you don't have the money to do. But it's not only the expected events that we should prepare for. We should also prepare for the unexpected events. We sustain life when we protect the future income of our loved ones and ensure that we are ready for any health emergencies. Now, our life has an if in the middle. It's either we live too long with disability or expire too early. Now, these events are unexpected. We don't know when it will happen to us. That is why we need enough savings to sustain us through old age. Funds for medical expenses and replacement of income for our family when we are no longer around. According to World Health Organization in 2008, out of 100 people currently aged 25, 8 will not reach age 55. 12 will not even reach age 60. 17 will not reach age 65, and 25 will not reach age 70. But this is not all bad news. According to the National Objectives for Health Philippines from 2005 to 2010, life expectancies of Filipinos will continue to improve because advances in medical science, public health, and nutrition. This implies that more people will reach old age. This may also mean that they will be living with disability, which requires expensive medical attention. Now, Angelo, after seeing these 4 basic needs and considering your big dream that you mentioned earlier, which is your top priority? So in this portion, we're going to identify the top priority of our client related to his big dream and use value-based selling techniques to identify the top 3 reasons why we buy insurance: love, security, and peace of mind.
Well, Maria, that's a tough question, but I think I'd have to go for retirement.
Why is it important to you to prepare for retirement?
Well, I wanted to choose retirement so that I can retire early and have more time for myself.
I understand, but why is it important to you to have more time?
I guess I just want to have that peace of mind that I can spend more time with my loved ones.
I see. So what do you want to happen during the time that you retire with your loved ones?
Well, I imagine myself just relaxing at home, spending time with my family, maybe even going on trips abroad.
Oh, that's good. Actually, Angelo, a lot of people would want to do that during their retirement. But here's the thing. What would it mean to you if you're not able to have the provision for this retirement?
It would be quite unfortunate if I wasn't able to meet that priority.
What should you do to prevent that from happening? And Angelo, are you prepared to retire in comfort? Now, if you look here, the monthly amount you will need in 15 years to maintain your standard of living, considering or assuming a 5% current average inflation rate, if your salary today is $75,000, you would need $156,000 in 15 years. If your salary is $50,000, you would need $104,000 in 15 years. And if your current income is $25,000 today, you would need 52,000 pesos. Now, Angelo, the cost of living is rising. Prices have tripled in about 20 years. In the 80s, the 1 liter of soda cost about 10 pesos only. In the 90s, it costs from 15 to 20 pesos. Now, 1 liter of soda costs around 32 pesos. Imagine! According to the National Economic Development Authority, did you know 87% of Filipinos have no retirement plan, wherein 75% of seniors are living poorly, 15% are just getting by, 9% are living comfortably, and only 1% is living in luxury. So, what can you do? We can prepare for a comfortable retirement through a retirement plan. A retirement plan augments your company's retirement benefit, and it is a hassle-free and relatively less risky way to save for retirement since your funds are managed by professionals. If I could show you a way for you to achieve your retirement need that is within your current budget, would you consider it?
Definitely.
Angelo, I want you to start living a life of comfort and assurance by planning ahead and addressing your most important financial needs. Now I will be asking you a few questions so we can start addressing your financial priorities. We will start calculating the need for your identified topmost priority. Later on, we can use this tool in order to show us an overview of the other 3 financial priorities, including those that are most often neglected. Now, may I have your full name?
My full name is Angelo Cruz Gores.
Angelo Cruz Gores. Right, may I have your birthday?
Feb 15, 1985.
1985, okay. And may I have the name of your dependents and their birthday?
Sure. My parents, Elias Gores, my father.
Okay.
He was born on October 17,
October
1954.
Okay, and your mother?
Salome Gores.
Okay.
And she was born on Feb 7, 1954.
Feb 7, 1954. Okay, thank you for that. Angelo, needs are based on your personal financial requirement. So, may I know your estimated monthly income? A rough estimate is okay.
Well, I make around 140,000 pesos a month.
Okay, thank you. You mentioned a while ago that your topmost priority is retirement because you wanted to put up your own business and to retire early. Am I right?
Yeah.
To calculate for your retirement need, we made certain assumptions. According to Philippine law, Filipinos usually retire at age 65. And based on research studies, the mortality rate of Filipinos is up to age 80. With this, we assumed a 15-year benefit payout. So the assumed retirement need is calculated based on your income range, assuring a reasonable amount that you will set aside from your monthly income. So your income bracket range falls in income bracket B, so your retirement need would be 13 million pesos. So to have this, you need to set aside 5 to 15% of your monthly income. Given you continuously pay until your retirement age, depending on your current age. Generally, the farther you are from your retirement, the cheaper it will be. However, if you start saving late, there is a chance that you might have to exceed 15% of your income. Do you have any existing provision for this?
No.
No. All right. So that means that you still have 13 million to save for your retirement need. Right now, you don't have any coverage for this need. Let's park this need and quickly, let's take a look at the other financial priorities which I mentioned earlier. So for the education, since you do not have any dependents right now, we will skip this first, but maybe in the future, when you have your future family, then we'll come back to this need. Okay? Now, among the two, for income protection, based on your income, we assumed a certain level of expense that you need to guarantee your family for 5 years. So based on your income bracket, the income protection need would be 4.9 million. This is the amount you need for your family to maintain the lifestyle that they're used to in case something happens to you. Do you have any existing provisions set aside for your income protection need?
None.
This means that you still have a gap of 4.9 million. So this means that we still need to cover the entire amount. Now let's go to your health need calculation. With the high cost of medical expenses, we recommend a minimum amount of 1.5 million depending on your income range. This would provide a health need in case you are stricken with any critical condition or illness. May I ask, do you have any provisions set aside for this?
No.
None. This means that we still need to cover 1.5 million of your health need. So based on the information you provided earlier, Angelo, the assessment of your financial needs are as follows. For your retirement need, you will need 13 million pesos with a gap of 13 million to live comfortably during your retirement years. For your income protection need, you will need a fund worth 4.9 million with a gap of 4.9 million to cover for your family's daily living expenses and other basic necessities in the event of your untimely demise. Now, for your health need, you will need a health fund worth 1.5 million with a gap of 1.5 million pesos to pay for your medical expenses in case of critical conditions. You mentioned a while ago that your top priority is retirement. Now let's rank the other needs based on your priority. So next would be, if retirement is first, next would be
Health.
health, okay?
And then income protection.
Income protection. We'll make the education the last one. It may not be a need for now, but if you do have a family in the future, then this need would come about. Okay? So Angelo, we also need to find out about your risk-return profile to determine which fund best suits you. Each of the following funds have a certain level of risk and return. The higher the risk, the higher the potential return. If you prefer to put your money in a guaranteed instrument, even if the rate of return is low, then that's the risk-free portfolio. If you prefer a relatively low-risk instrument with a reasonable growth expectation, then that's the conservative portfolio. If you prefer to invest in bonds for income generation and stocks for investment growth, that's the balanced portfolio. If you prefer to accept higher than average risk and price volatility in pursuit of above average returns, then that's the growth-oriented portfolio. So, Angelo, may I ask, how would you like your investment to grow?
I think I would choose the growth-oriented portfolio.
The growth-oriented portfolio, all right. Based on the risk profile you have chosen, the best AXA solution for your retirement need is Retire Smart. Retire Smart is a regular pay investment-linked product that helps you build a future fund that will fuel your passions when you retire. With Retire Smart, you will get access to AXA's expertly managed Retire Smart funds, specially designed to build your retirement reserves over time. AXA's professional fund managers will maximize your money's growth potential at the onset towards less volatile investments to protect your money over time. On top of that, you will enjoy guaranteed protection should anything happen to you before your retirement. Remember when we said life has an if in the middle? To enhance your plan, this plan automatically comes with a waiver of premium rider. This rider is to secure your retirement fund regardless of uncertainties. With this, there is no need to pay for future premiums in case you become total and permanently disabled before you retire. You may also add protection by adding more riders such as critical conditions rider, care rider, protector, and secure rider. So Angelo, congratulations for having taken an important step in securing your financial future through AXA Solutions Financial Needs Analysis Tool. Through our assessment of your current financial needs, your preferred AXA solutions for your topmost priority is retirement. Your preferred product to address this need is Retire Smart. As mentioned earlier, we need to save before the need begins. But let me ask you, Angelo, how many years are you willing to save for your retirement need?
I guess I'm willing to pay till I retire.
And that would be until age 65? Alright. How much would you like to set aside for your monthly or your yearly budget?
Maybe around 5 to 15% of my salary.
5 to 15% of your... Okay. Are there any other additional supplements like riders that you wish to attach to your Retire Smart?
Well, I'm happy with the waiver of premium already.
Based on the information you've provided, we also like to present you our financial needs assessment on the other financial needs which you may also wish to address. So for the income protection, we've calculated 4.9 million, okay, with no provision, so the gap is still 4.9. And for your health need, we've calculated an amount of 1.5 million, also with no provision, so the gap is still 1.5 million. And none yet for education, but we'll put it as your fourth priority. With this, let me prepare a proposal to show you how the AXA solutions can answer your need. Thank you for choosing AXA as your financial services partner. You may contact me anytime should you wish to further review your financial needs or have any questions regarding your assessment. Our next meeting is in 2 days. You are well on your way to making your dreams a reality. AXA is your most trusted partner to ensure that this happens. AXA is a worldwide leader in financial protection, as I have mentioned earlier, and you can be confident that you have partnered with us. So, may I ask, Angelo, did you find the presentation beneficial?
Yeah, I enjoyed it quite a bit, especially since it opened my eyes on how unprepared I am, especially for these kinds of needs.
So, what's the best part of the presentation?
I guess when you made me realize the kind of needs that I have.
As I have mentioned earlier, that if you find this beneficial, that you would recommend me to your family and close friends. And since you have, who among your family and close friends do you think would benefit on this kind of presentation?
I'll give you 3 names.
All right.
Okay. You can get one of my colleagues. His name is Oliver Mercado. Yeah, his number is 0916 554 8080. Okay. I have my other friend. Okay. Her name is Agnes Bautista. Okay. And her number is 0916 384 1717.
And last?
And lastly, we can have one of my favorite friends, Augusto Visda.
Okay.
Okay, and his number is 0917 100 2030.
Alright, so thank you so much, Angelo. And I will be seeing you in 2 days. By the way, I will be texting you regarding our meeting. Alright? And thank you. Have a nice day. Well, there you have it. We were able to identify the financial needs of our clients using the financial needs analysis tool and propose solutions that best fit their needs. Thank you for watching.
Good morning, AXA! My name is Leroy.
And my name is Maria.
After seeing us conduct the financial needs analysis,
We will now explain the rationale behind each need. Let's talk about the assumptions we've made to address the income protection need. Once we know the income of the client, we can now identify their income bracket. From here, we can multiply it by the expense rate. Now, what's the expense rate? Very simple. The lower the income is, the higher the percentage to use for basic necessities. Once we've multiplied the income with the expense rate, we get the monthly expense rate. With this, we multiply it by 12 to get the annualized monthly expense rate. And then multiply this amount to 5. Now, why 5? 5 because it takes about 5 years for loved ones to move on financially from a breadwinner's untimely passing. Now, for our clients to be able to get this, we only have to set aside 5 to 15% of their monthly income to get the need. And there you have it, the income protection need calculation.
Let's talk about the assumptions we made for the retirement need. We already know our client's income, and based on that income, we can determine their income bracket. Now, based on their income bracket, we can also determine their expense rate. Now, what is the expense rate? It's very simple. The expense rate simply states that the lower the income of an individual, the higher their monthly expense rate is for basic necessities. The higher it is, the more opportunity that they have to save up. Now, how do we do the computations? Easy. All we need to do is get the client's income and multiply it with the expense rate. That will give us the monthly expense rate of our client. With the monthly expense rate, let's multiply that with 12 to get the annualized monthly expense rate. With the annualized monthly expense rate, we multiply this with the pension period. Earlier, I've mentioned that retirement age is at 65 and that the average mortality of a Filipino is 80. So in this case, we will multiply it with 15, 80 minus 65. Do note, we do this computation to keep the monthly premiums between 5% to 15% of the client's monthly income. Now that we've computed the retirement fund, this does not necessarily mean that this is the amount of capital that the client needs by the age of 65. We must factor in the time value of money for the client. Let us assume a 2% rate of return since the client could no longer afford any sort of high risk at this age. Also note the pension period or the length of withdrawals being made. Aside from that, we must also determine the annual withdrawals being made by the client. Future value is 0 and mode is 1. Inputting these details in your TVM calculator, and the result will be the retirement value or capital needed by the age of 65.
Now let's talk about the assumptions to address our health need. Once we've identified the income of our client, we can now determine their income bracket. And from there, we can now suggest the best amount of coverage to cover their health need. To get this amount, our client just needs to set aside 5 to 15% of their monthly income for their premiums. And there you have it. That's how you get the health need calculation.
Let's talk about the assumptions we made for the education need. Now, one thing we already know about our clients is their income. Based on their income, we can determine their income bracket. And having their income bracket, we can actually make a suggestion about which school category best fits them. Do note, we try to keep our clients' monthly premium between 5% to 15% of their monthly income. Now that we have computed the education need of the client, let's take note of one thing. Clients with the same income do not necessarily have to have the same amount of premiums when it comes to addressing their education need. Why? Because this depends on the time they have to address the need. For example, Two parents with the same income will not necessarily have the same amount of premiums when their children have different ages. This is because the more time you have to address the education need means the less premiums you would have to pay. Oppositely, the less time you have to meet the education need means the more premiums you would have to pay.